Hi everybody, welcome to another edition of RV Tips and Trips. So we left Colorado and shot up I-25, stayed over at a rest area just over the border in Wyoming, and then continued on towards Thermopolis, Wyoming, where we stayed at the Fountain of Youth RV Park. They have a hot mineral spring with a pool that you can swim in. So I don't have any reservations there. We're just going to show up and hopefully we'll be able to stay there a night or two. And then after that, we're going to head on up to Cody, Wyoming, which is just outside of Yellowstone National Park. That is our destination, our final destination is Yellowstone. Been there a number of times before, so I'm looking forward to going again. There is so much to see there, you can't possibly do it all in one visit. So that would be about my fourth time there. So looking forward to it. Okay, so a quick tour of the campground. The spaces are kind of tight and they're close to one another, but we've got in there okay. So the it's 3 pools. Fed by a hot spring. In 1915, they were drilling for oil and hit a hot spring. So there are 3 pools. That one there is the pool to cool it down, and then runs over into the second pool, and then into that third pool. You can swim in the second and third pools. This one, of course, is hotter than the last pool. So you cannot swim in this. This is way too hot. So like I said, in 1915 they were drilling for oil and hit a hot spring. And this cranks out about 1 million gallons every 24 hours. This rock is all minerals. But look how crystal clear that water is, man. But very relaxing. So we enjoyed it yesterday. Whew, boy, the smell of sulfur though. So this is the Fountain of Youth campground, and with tax, with full hookup, it ran us $49.50 a night. So we only could stay the one night. We didn't have reservations, and it turns out that there's a rodeo in town this weekend, so that's why. Otherwise, I don't think we would have had a problem getting in here. There is a train that runs right alongside here, but it comes through slow and it's not too bad, but I mean, it's right there. The town of Thermopolis is right over that way. And it's pretty awesome. Let's say we've been here before about 7 years ago. It has not changed at all. But okay, as you can see, there's quite a bit of thermal activity around here. There's another hot spring. Pretty interesting. Of course, it really makes you wonder. That you're standing over what magma I would expect, and every time I use a hot spring like that, it always makes me think of Dante's Peak. Love that movie, but it really makes you wonder. You remember that scene where the kids went in the hot spring and then got burned to death by because it turned acid? Watch the movie. It's good. It'll make you think twice. Here's an interesting camper. I've seen one just like this a couple months ago back in Texas, in Boya, Texas. It's a hydraulic system that lifts that top up on the sliding camper. Interesting. This one's quite a bit smaller than the one I saw in Boya. Yeah. Whoa, look at this.
Like
this is hail. Looks like snow.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it really came down over here before we got here. Wow, crazy. We have stopped over in Cody, Wyoming on our way to Yellowstone, and we're going to check out this old western town called the Old Trail Town. Now these are actual authentic western buildings. A lot of them have been transported here, and so but we're going to see a lot of original stuff. So it's going to be cool. All right, so come join us on our little excursion through the Old Trail Town. Buffalo Bill laid out the original town site of Cody, Wyoming on this site in 1895. How cool is that? These old wagons. These are all original artifacts. Uh-oh, some wanted posters. Look at that, $1,000 reward for that guy in 1887. That was a lot of money. Woo. And this one, 1916, $1,500 reward. Still a lot of money, but I think the 1887 one was probably worth a lot more. You get your tickets in here. Certainly have collected enough wagons. Whew. So this is the original site of Cody, Wyoming, as laid out by Buffalo Bill. A lot of these buildings were found around Wyoming and Montana, and the history of the buildings were authenticated, taken apart, and then brought here to reassemble the original town. Alright, so this is the Carpenter Shop. Wow. These are all authentic tools. Curly's Cabin. What kind of Custer's Crow Indian Scout. Curly. Picture of Custer. Well, there's Curly. Boy, how tiny these cabins were. Look, that stove also provided heat and place to cook. Nice. And it's hard to imagine they disassembled these buildings and brought them here. Cabin built by homesteaders on Monument Hill, north of Cody, about 1900. Yeah. Look at that coat. That looks like that's made from what, beaver? Bet you it was warm. Wow, look at that old piano. A two-headed cow, huh? What do you think? Do you think it was real? Buffalo Hunter's Cabin. Hunting camp between his wife and Oliver Hanna in 1880. He was murdered at the camp in late October 1880. The cabin was later used by Al Kirshner when he homesteaded the property in 1889. Wow. Oh? It's a haunted cabin?
died of gangrene in this cabin after he cut himself in the leg while hewing logs.
Wow. Interesting. They got it set up as a little schoolhouse, though. The coffin school. Okay. He died in here. Accidentally chopped his leg. Yeah. Ouch. Now, maybe the ghost will appear in the video. This was the first store in Shell, Wyoming. It was built in 1892.
My grandfather was born 8 years after this. This is what he lived with. I actually remember candy stores like this when I was a kid.
Stomach bitters, restores appetite and energy. Oh, someone's kid's not too happy. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there's an Indian sitting in there. Bonanza Post Office, built in 1885 in Bonanza, Wyoming. Hole in the wall cabin. Oh, Butch Cassidy walked through here. Hole in the wall gang. Huh. So was this Butch Cassidy's cabin, or was this just a hangout?
Just a hangout.
So, okay. So Butch Cassidy hung out here along with the Hole in the Wall gang. Nice. $5,000 reward for the Sundance Kid. Wow. That was a huge amount of money. $7,500 for the whole gang. And then there's a grave, the gravesite for Jeremiah Johnson and a few others. Let's go take a look. Now they use the gravestones that they do at the military. Yep. Oh, there's a horseshoe on there too. Cool. So Jeremiah Johnson, you may ask, who the heck is he? He was a famous mountain man. Liver eating Johnston. I guess he liked liver. Oh, so they moved him in 1974 to here. Where was he originally? Well, he was 250 pounds, 6'6". Wow. He was a big guy. 6'6" and 250 pounds. Man. Crazy. Grandson of Buffalo Bill is buried right here. Yeah. Mud Spring. Kid Curry and the Sundance Kid as a hideout before they attempted to hold up the Red Lodge Bank in Montana. Oh, those are electrical insulators for up on the telephone poles. That came about much later on. Yeah. You really need to work on restoring these, I guess. They certainly like stacking antlers.
I can't get over how big the western trains are, how tall they are. What the hell they call them?
Well, this one, they slept in that. Because look, there's a wood-burning stove, and it's vented out through the top. Yep, there's your first RV. Here you go. A real bar equipped with spittoons and everything. And it comes with bullet holes.
Yeah.
There's one in the door right there.
Yeah, we saw that one. There's a couple here, right? Those two.
Yeah.
Was that one?
Well. Okay. Now I do have to say one thing, because I've seen other people do stuff on this little town, and they say, "Oh, Butch Cassidy's cabin." That was a cabin where the Hole in the Wall gang would hide out every once in a while. But Butch Cassidy really didn't stay put in any one place, because if he did, I mean, he was an outlaw. That if he stayed put in one cabin, he would have gotten caught. So he was always on the move. So as far as I know, he did not have a cabin for his own personal use. The cabin that you see here was one that they would hide out in every once in a while. So just wanted to add that. We decided to stop at the Walmart here in Cody to pick up some supplies and bring it back to our trailer. And I just want to show you why Walmarts all across the country are starting to not allow overnight parking. I mean, you got, first of all, this place has got a lot of RVs here. A lot of them. There's a fifth wheel over there that's disconnected and nobody is there. And then there's a really nice fifth wheel over here, landmark. And their truck is separated and the people are sitting outside in their lounge chairs. Isn't that nice? Wow. Unbelievable. So, nice rig. Oh, look! They even have a solar panel out. Wow, look at that. Boondocking at Walmart. That is something else. Crazy, crazy. But really, that takes a lot of nerve, sitting out there with your lounge chairs and little tables and your solar panel, everything. Wow. This is what gives RVers a bad name. Crazy, crazy, crazy. People just take advantage of situations. Welcome to Camp Walmart. This is just unbelievable. When I drove by, I saw that. I had to take a picture of that. I mean, that takes a lot of nerve, sitting out there with your lounge chairs and little side tables and a solar panel out, and the trailer is separated from it. Matter of fact, we drove by here yesterday and that fifth wheel was here yesterday and the truck was nowhere to be found. So they left it here and went sightseeing. So, all right, catch you later. So we stayed in Cody, Wyoming for 2 nights. We stayed at a good sand park. It was called the Ponderosa, and that ran about $45 a night as well. They didn't have a swimming pool, but it was a pretty decent park otherwise. Pretty tight, parked in there. Did not have reservations. I don't do reservations very often. So like in Thermopolis, we lucked out and we got to stay one night and then continued on. And then in Cody, there again, no reservation, but we were able to get a spot for 2 nights. What I wanted to do was arrive in Yellowstone National Park on Sunday. That was the goal. I think it's a good day to come in because a lot of people are leaving, and then we should be able to grab a campsite here. Again, we had no reservations, but we're heading towards Mammoth Hot Springs, which is near the north entrance to Yellowstone National Park. And it is first come, first served there. And it's one of the very few campgrounds in Yellowstone that can accommodate a big rig. So, so that's what's happening. So after Cody, it's on to Yellowstone, and that'll be in the next video. Hey, meanwhile, if you enjoyed these videos, if you would please like, give us a thumbs up, share, okay? And if you haven't done so yet, if you would subscribe and then hit that bell icon so you'll get notified when we put out our next video. All right, happy camping. Bye now. Thomas says thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like and share. Until next time, happy camping.